people and everyday life. Footage of people in public parks, on trains, in markets. Russia is home to over 145 million people, made up of more than 190 ethnic groups. The majority are ethnic Russians, but there are also Tatars, Ukrainians, Bashkirs, Chechens, Armenians, and many more. Russian people are known for their resilience, warmth, and strong sense of community. While the public demeanor may seem reserved at first, Russian hospitality is legendary. Once you're invited into a Russian home, expect strong tea, homemade food, and heartfelt conversations. Daily life varies greatly depending on location. In big cities like Moscow or St. Petersburg, life is fast-paced, with high-rise apartments, modern transport systems, and a tech-savvy younger generation. In smaller towns and villages, life is slower, more traditional, and closely tied to nature and family. Cities, modern and historical. Footage of Moscow's Red Square, St. Petersburg canals, Kazan, Sochi, Siberian towns. Moscow, the capital, is a megacity of over 13 million people. It's a city of sharp contrasts. Soviet architecture stands alongside glittering skyscrapers and luxury shopping malls. The Moscow Metro isn't just a transportation system, it's a work of art, with chandeliers, mosaics, and marble walls. St. Petersburg, often called the cultural capital, is known for its elegant canals, Baroque architecture, and world-famous museums like the Hermitage. It's Russia's window to Europe. Kazan, the capital of Tatarstan, is a symbol of Russia's ethnic diversity, where Islamic mosques stand beside Orthodox churches. Cities like Novosibirsk, Yekaterinburg, and Vladivostok showcase Russia's enormous size, each with its unique rhythm and character. Food, hearty and traditional. Footage of borscht being served, street food stalls, people baking bread or making dumplings. Russian cuisine is hearty, rich, and deeply rooted in the seasons. In winter, you'll find hot soups like borscht, a beet-based soup often served with sour cream, and solyanka, a spicy sour stew. Staples include pelmeni meat dumplings, bliny thin pancakes, kasha porridge, and shi cabbage soup. Bread is essential at almost every meal. Tea is a daily ritual, often served with jam, honey, or sweets. And of course, vodka holds a traditional place at the table during celebrations, but it's not as central to daily life as stereotypes suggest. Modern Russian cuisine also blends global influences. Sushi bars, burgers, and international cafes are popular, especially in big cities. Culture and tradition. Footage of ballet performances, Orthodox churches, folk festivals. Russian culture is a rich blend of Slavic roots, Orthodox Christianity, and centuries of artistic achievement. Russia gave the world legendary writers like Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, and Pushkin. It is the birthplace of ballet giants like Tchaikovsky and home to prestigious institutions like the Bolshoi Theater. Orthodox Christianity is deeply woven into cultural traditions. Easter and Christmas are celebrated with both religious and family customs. In rural regions, folk music, colorful costumes, and age-old festivals are still alive. Maslenitsa, the Russian Pancake Week, is a vibrant example of pre-Lenten festivities, full of food, fire, and fun. Modern Russian culture includes a booming film industry, pop music, underground art scenes, and a growing youth movement focused on digital life, fashion, and activism. Climate and seasons. Footage of snow-covered landscapes, people in heavy coats, and summer picnics by lakes. Russia's climate is extreme. Winters are long, cold, and snowy, especially in Siberia, where temperatures can drop below 40 C. But summers are surprisingly warm. with green parks, flower markets, and outdoor festivals in full swing. These extreme seasons influence the Russian lifestyle. Winter is a time for indoor gatherings, long conversations, and comfort food. Summer brings a burst of energy. People flood to their dachas, country houses, grow vegetables, and enjoy nature. Values and identity. Footage of families, schools, and national holidays. Russian society places high value on education, family, tradition, and patriotism. Many children are raised with a strong work ethic, deep respect for elders, and pride in the nation's history. Despite challenges, economic ups and downs, political change, or the sheer size of the country, people find strength in their shared identity and sense of purpose. Life in Russia is vast, complex, and deeply human. It's a country of thinkers, dreamers, artists, and everyday heroes. From frozen forests to urban skylines, from ancient tales to modern voices, Russia is not just a place, it's an experience. Welcome to the heart of a nation that never stops evolving, Russia. A land of extremes, mystery, and unmatched diversity. It's the world's largest country, stretching across 11 time zones, from the frozen tundras of Siberia to the warm shores of the Black Sea. But what is life really like in this vast and fascinating nation? Join us as we explore life in Russia, from its people and everyday routines to its bustling cities, beloved food, and rich cultural traditions. The people. Scene: Russians commuting on a metro, families in the park, people chatting in cafes. Russia is home to over 145 million people. While most are ethnic Russians, the country is incredibly diverse, with over 190 ethnic groups, each with their own language, customs, and heritage. In the cities, people may seem serious or reserved at first glance. But don't be fooled. Behind that tough exterior lies a deeply warm and generous spirit. Russians value sincerity, loyalty, and friendship. On-screen interview clip, a young Russian says, "We might not smile at strangers, but once we're friends, you're family." Family ties are strong. Multi-generational households are common, and grandparents play a big role in raising children. Education is taken seriously, and many kids start learning multiple languages early. The cities. Scene: time-lapse of Moscow's traffic, St. Petersburg's canals, Kazan's skyline. Snow falling in Novosibirsk. Russia's cities are a world of their own. Moscow, the capital, is a fast-paced metropolis where ancient churches stand beside gleaming skyscrapers. The Moscow Metro? It's not just transportation, it's a museum underground, with chandeliers, statues, and art. St. Petersburg, the country's cultural heart, is built on water and dreams. Designed to resemble European cities, it's known for its romantic canals, imperial palaces, and the world-famous Hermitage Museum. Then there's Kazan, where East meets West, a city where mosques and Orthodox cathedrals share the skyline. Out east, cities like Novosibirsk and Vladivostok hold the spirit of Siberia. Life moves slower, winters are harsher, but the sense of resilience and community is strong. The food. Scene: a kitchen with a babushka making dumplings, food markets, street food vendors. Russian food is comfort food. It's made to keep you warm, full, and happy, especially during the long winter months. Start your day with kasha, a hearty porridge. Warm up with borscht, a beet soup served with sour cream. Try pelmeni, tender dumplings filled with meat, or blyny, thin pancakes that can be sweet or savory. At the table, tea is sacred. It's more than a drink, it's a ritual, a moment to pause, reflect, and connect. On screen, interview clip. An older woman laughs. We don't drink tea, we live with tea. And of course there's vodka, though many Russians today prefer wine, beer, or juice in daily life. Vodka is often reserved for toasts and big celebrations. Culture and traditions. Scene, ballet performance, Orthodox Christmas service, Maslenitsa festival with bonfires and pancakes. Russian culture is as deep as it is wide. It's a country that has gifted the world some of the greatest writers, artists, and musicians. Names like Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, and Chekhov still echo in classrooms and theaters. Tchaikovsky's music fills the halls of ballet companies around the world. Orthodox Christianity shapes many holidays and customs. The golden domes of churches shine in cities and villages alike. On Easter, families bake kulich, a special sweetbread, and greet each other with Christ is risen. And then there's Maslenitsa, the Slavic version of Mardi Gras, full of pancakes, songs, games, and the burning of a straw effigy to say goodbye to winter. Folk culture remains strong in rural areas, with traditional dress, dances, and crafts passed down through generations. Seasons and nature. Scene, deep snow in Siberia, blooming lilacs in spring, summer picnics, autumn forests. Russia is a land of seasons, and each one brings a different rhythm to life. Winter can be brutal, with snow covering much of the country for months. But Russians embrace it, with snowball fights, saunas, ice skating, and warming up with hot soup and tea. Spring is like a rebirth. Flowers bloom, people come out to the streets, and there's an electric sense of renewal. Summer is short, sweet, and full of life. Russians head to their dachas, country homes, where they garden, swim in lakes, and barbecue with friends. Autumn is poetic. Golden leaves fall like rain, and the air turns crisp and reflective. Chapter 6. Modern Life and Identity. Scene, young Russians working in tech, protests, university students, musicians on the street. Modern Russia is complex. It's a mix of old and new, tradition and innovation. The younger generation is tech-savvy, globally connected, and full of ambition. Social media is booming. Startups are rising. Artists, designers, and filmmakers are making their mark both locally and abroad. Yet, many Russians also hold tightly to the values of the past, family, tradition, national pride, and cultural roots. It's this balance between honoring the past and shaping the future that defines modern life in Russia. Children playing in snow, an old couple sipping tea, a train crossing Siberia. Narrator closing voice. Russia is more than its size, more than its history. It's a country of people, real people, with hopes, challenges, humor, pride, and heart. From its icy streets to its warm kitchens, from the grandeur of its cities to the quiet of its villages, life in Russia is a story of contrast, connection, and endurance. This is Russia. This is home.